welcome to this VPS Game Time presentation of Greater St. Helens League Volleyball. Tonight, live from Hudson's Bay High School, the Eagles host the Storm of Skyview. Hudson's Bay coming into tonight's matchup with a 1-1 record so far. Skyview with a 2-1 record. And we're seeing player introductions here. That's Kylie Jo Osborne, followed by Maddie Grace Shorthouse. These are the Skyview players coming in now. Elizabeth Reed on her way out, a junior. Number 9 here, Gracie Brenner, a 6'1" senior. And finally here, excuse me, not finally, here's number 10, Natalie Marshall. And then here comes number 1, Alexis Harris, a 5'6" senior. And then of course you see number 4 in the white jersey, Sam Morrison, a 5'5" senior. Here comes number 5, Joyce Emmy, followed by number 11, Michelle Roswald. Number 13, Tyra Schaub. Number 14, Leah Hawken, a second-team All-League selection last year. And Allison Reed, number 15, the final Storm player introduced. The Storm coached by Shelby Swanson. And now your home team, Hudson's Bay Eagles. This is Sydney Sykos, a 5'5", 11, introduced. She didn't run out here. Here we go. Number 5, Jessica Ledgerwood. Number 7, Kiona Van Bolkenberg. Number 9, Anita Luis Tamoa. This is Gabby Garcia, number 1 in black on your screen. Sandra Johnny, a senior, number 3. You see Sky Garibaldi on your screen, or a 6' junior. Here comes Camelai Powell. This is number 10, Madison Wall, a 5'8" senior. Here's Jadia Martin, number 11, a 6' sophomore. This is Maya Cooney, a 5'9" senior. Carrie Skinner, the coach of the Eagles. I'm Nick Bohl, by the way. I'll be running solo for you tonight on this broadcast. We will be joined during the second set by Hudson Bay's athletic director, Patrice Woods, to talk about all the great things happening here at Hudson's Bay High School. Hudson's Bay, of course, a 3A school. Skyview, a 4A school. So they're not against each other in the standings, but of course these two crosstown rivals eager to beat each other tonight. Here they come, getting into the play. A little sportsmanship before the game, a little bit of hand slapping. Our cameras are on the same side as the crowd, so you can't see a lot of them. But right below our cameras are the crowd, and there are plenty of them here tonight ready to see some Greater St. Helens League volleyball. Of course, early in the school year, early in the season, both these teams have a lot of hope for their playoff aspirations. Hudson's Bay with quite a warm-up ceremony here. Skyview finally breaking the huddle, too. Maybe not. Here they come back together. So if you're unfamiliar with high school volleyball, they do play with rally scoring, which means the scoring you might be used to seeing, they don't play with that. Basically, every serve results in a point. They play sets 25 points, and the first team to win 3 sets wins the full match. So it's a big fast. Like Skyview is going to serve first. We're going to see Alexis Harris with the first serve of the game. And here we go. Oh, that ball lands in. Hudson's Bay thought that one was going to sail out, but it just nipped the end of that line. Of course, the ball hits the line. It is in, not out, as opposed to some other sports. So you've got to be really careful along that back line. And just like that, it's 1-0 Skyview. hit there. Allison Reed with the big spike. A little broken play on the side of Hudson's Bay there, set up Skyview for the big spike. And Harris is back at it. Oh, rejected. Another big play for Reed there with the block. Hudson's Bay had something cooking, but Reed got up there and then sent it back. And Harris back for another serve for fourth. And that one sails long. Another Skyview point. So 4-0 Storm right off the bat. A good rally there, but Hudson's Bay sailing it just a bit long. Here comes Harris again for serve number 5. A little more miscommunication there on the Hudson's Bay side. Sky Garibaldi saying, my bad afterwards. J.D. Martin behind her may have had a better play on the ball, but she went for it. Didn't get all of it. And here comes Harris again. That ball does sail along by a good 10 feet. So a nice little run there for Skyview. Alexis Harris with a good series of serves. And now it's Hudson's Bay's turn to try to make their mark. Madison Wall, the first server for the Eagles tonight. The 5'8" senior. Close to going out of bounds there. Skyview elects to play it. Like, yep, a net right there. Hudson's Bay, Skyview going into the net there. And that is an equal point. They're off the, well, there's some confusion with the scorekeepers there. Nope, they gave it to Skyview. So the Eagles were into the net there. And Skyview's back at it with the serve. This is Tyra Schaub with the serve. That ball sails long. Spike attempt by Gabby Garcia. Searching for the back line, but missed it by a couple of feet. So Skyview back at it with a big 7-1 lead right off the bat. And here's Shaw. Oh, very clever play. Gracie Brenner spotted the hole with a nice, smart set into the empty space. Hudson's Bay couldn't get back there. 8-1 Storm. Tyra Shaw with the serve. A good save. Oh, big spike there. Oh, wow. Skyview almost saved that one off the net. Tough to replay, tough to save that one as J.D. Martin blasted across the line. Great rally there and a good outcome for Hudson's Bay. Now up to serve for the Eagles, Maya Cooney. She's a 5'9" senior. Wow, big block. J.D. Martin. After seeing a couple of big spikes from Allison Reed early in the match, she goes up for another one, and J.D. Martin says, no, sir. Well, ma'am, I suppose. Martin not able to complete that spike. Good setup there from the Eagles. Not quite the result they wanted, but good team play. 9-3 Storm. Back to serve now, Reed. That one sails out of bounds, a tough one. Good knuckleball serve there out of Reed. You can see it from this angle. Knuckling and diving right after it crossed the net. Martin with the soft touch. Clever play out of J.D. Martin. Again, seeing where that weakness is and dropping the ball. And you can see right here, just with the soft touch. After you blast a couple, the defenders get up to that net real quick, and a smart player like Martin knows where to put it. Serving now is Sky Garibaldi for the Eagles. Ball coming right at our camera there. Gracie Brenner getting up for Skyview. Great replay angle there. You could really see Anita Luis Samoa tried to block that one, but wasn't able to stay all the way in front of it and go sailing into the stands. No, it looks like Hudson's Bay called for an illegal play there, a lift perhaps. Serving now for Skyview, Natalie Marshall, 5'4" senior. Elizabeth Reed again, finding the hole in the defense there. Different Reed than we've been seeing. We've been seeing Allison Reed, this Elizabeth Reed. Another Skyview point right there, 14-4. The Storm jumping out. So Natalie Marshall back with the serve here. Great placement there out of Kamalai Powell. 5'10" sophomore. Just in the place that Skyview couldn't get to it. Reed making a good effort there, but not able to get back to it. And here's Martin. Big jump serve. Like Skyview into the net there. Excuse me, the Eagles into the net. I misread the referee signal there. Looks like we have a substitution as well for Skyview. All right, back to serve now is Gracie Brenner. The laser across the net. Elizabeth Reed drops that ball in. All right, so Brenner back for another serve. 16-5 Storm. Close there to the left. Hudson Bay saves it now. Here goes Skyview. Wow, big spike out of Tyra Shaw, finding that back line. Just a freshman shot of a 5'11" leaper right there with a great spike. Now he catches net, but again, in high school volleyball, that is legal. Keep playing on. A little miscommunication out of Skyview there. Natalie Marshall thought she had a spiker behind her, but nobody was there. That ball finds the gym floor. So, Anita Louise Samoa with the serve. And that's a Skyview point, Hudson's Bay point. That gets a little bit too much net. That's a Skyview point. Substitutions now coming into the game for Hudson's Bay. Senior Sandra Johnny. And coming in for Skyview is Joyce Emmy. Excuse me, Allison Reed into the game. That one flies out. Maya Kuna going for that angle, but didn't quite get enough of the court, or the inbounds portion anyhow. Now Leah Hawken with the serve. Again, a second-team All-League selection last season. Madison Wall with a clever play around the net, avoiding the big block. 19-8 Hudson's Bay. Still in striking distance here. Checking into the game, Sky Garibaldi coming in for Emmeline Powell for Hudson's Bay. Gabby Garcia. Good rally going on here. And that's a Hudson's Bay point. Great serve from Garcia to get Skyview off balance. Didn't quite recover on the rally. And then that spike from Schaub goes flying out of bounds. Here comes Garcia again. A lefty with the serve. J.D. Martin sails it. Her eyes got big when that setup came, but couldn't quite keep it in bounds. Several subs now for Skyview. Into the game, Joyce Emmy. And I didn't see what the other substitution was. I think it's Michelle Roswald. Alexis Harris with that last serve. Hudson's Bay able to keep that one in play. Here comes Skyview. Wow. Great vision out of Sky Garibaldi. Just checked into the game. Spotted that back corner unattended. Put the ball right where it needed to be. Great play by Garibaldi. 20-10 Skyview over Bay here in the first set. Wow, big spike out of Schaub. Great teamwork there out of Skyview. Setting up Schaub right where she wanted it. The big spike cross court. Look at that. Threading the needle, finding that spot. So now Schaub back for the serve. Face setting itself up. Here's Martin. Great spike out of Martin. Subs keep coming here for Skyview. Into the game, Joe Osborne. And in for Hudson's Bay, Anita Louise Tamua. Maya Cooney with the serve there. Here's a dig. That ball is probably going long. Hudson's Bay keeps it in play. Here's Martin. Oh, she saw an opening. Tried to use a little touch there, but didn't quite get it over the net. Smart play, just didn't quite execute it the way she wanted to. Right there, she had that opening, but couldn't quite do it. I think she saw it at the last second. Was going to try one of her power moves, but that one sails out of bounds. Little miscommunication out of Hudson's Bay. So Allison Reed there with the serve. She's going to serve one more time. Of course, 2 more points, and Skyview wins this first set. Hudson's Bay point. 2 Storm converge on the ball, but neither one able to dig that one out. See the replay here. Nice little touch. Putting pressure on the Storm there. Sky Garibaldi back now for the serve, 6-foot junior. I think she's about 6'6" with that hair. Oh, great little play there from Skyview. Number 5, Joyce Emmy finds the nice empty space there with a little soft touch. Skyview looking to close out this first set now with a serve from Natalie Marshall. She's not going to do it. That's a Hudson's Bay point. Good setup there from Martin. Over to Kamalai Powell. Now Martin back to the serve. Watch how high she gets on this serve. Real leaper Martin. Skyview called for the lift there. It looked like Gracie Brenner there didn't quite time it right and then pushed it there, and the official says she got a little bit too much of that ball underneath. So that's a Hudson's Bay point. So they're not giving up yet. 14 points for the Eagles, 24 for Skyview. Here we go with Martin. And She aces that one. Another difficult serve from Martin. Here comes Skyview. That ball sails. Elizabeth Reed there with the spike effort, but couldn't quite find the line, so it looks like we might have just a timeout. Oh, no, that ball went out. That's an announcer fail. So, Skyview wins that first set, 25-15. And they are up now 1-0. That graphic on your screen there incorrect. The total is 1 set win for Skyview, 0 for Hudson's Bay. So 2 more and they've got this match under wraps. Hey, if you are on Twitter, and who isn't these days, you can follow VPS Game Time to get the latest schedule information and a whole lot more. The Twitter handle is VPS Game Time. We also share good sports news from around our area with that account, so if you follow us today, we might follow you back. And, you know, we try to be kind of fun. Tweet things about the school district, tweet things about local athletes. You know, we're all about pumping the positivity with local sports and local students, so give us a follow. Why not? And, of course, if you're watching this, you could also follow the school district on our district YouTube channel. Also follow the school district on Facebook, because we stream our games to those sites, in addition to being on Comcast channel 328. So, you know, lots of opportunities to keep up with local athletes. And, you know, VPS Game Time's where it's at. Normally there's 2 announcers, too, so, you know, you don't hear me blathering on, but you're stuck with me tonight. So, we may have the AD from Hudson's Bay. She's actually on her way. I just kind of waved at her, so she's going to come join us here. We're going to talk about some of the cool things happening in Hudson's Bay this year, including some new turf, and we'll show you some video of that here in a little bit, too. New turf at all the high school fields now, so they're playing soccer on turf instead of grass. Well, we'll get into that in a little bit. You can see a good crowd there. Great shot of the Hudson's Bay family section over there, cheering on the Eagles. And of course, the varsity cheerleaders doing their thing. Looks like we are back for our second set as the cheerleaders wrap up their routine. Players drifting their way back onto the court now as well. So what will Hudson's Bay's answer be to that impressive first set from Skyview? And joining me now on the broadcast is the athletic director from Hudson Bay High School, Patrice Woods. Patrice, thanks for coming up here. Keep me company.
Not a problem.
So tell me, how's the start of the school year here at Hudson's Bay for you guys?
It's pretty good, actually. I mean, we're, what, day 6 now? Feels pretty good, pretty normal. You know, just getting back into the swing of things. You know, it doesn't feel brand new anymore. So, off to a good start.
And let's talk about your athletic teams. Seems like a pretty good start for your team so far this year. Can you talk about the volleyball team first? They're 1-1 so far. They're looking pretty tough.
Yeah, they play hard, as always. They definitely have a lot of heart and, you know, a lot of teamwork. Definitely seeing that from one level to the next. From the C team to the JV and the JV to the varsity, you definitely see that gelling happening, and the kids always play hard from start to finish. And that communication is, you know, really key. But it's really fun to watch them play.
So I would imagine for the team and Coach Skinner, the playoffs are a real goal, right? The 3A level playoffs.
Definitely. I believe we did go last year, in fact, and we made it to the first round. And so we're definitely looking to repeat that this year. We've got a couple of kiddos that didn't play last year but tried out this year and made varsity, so some great additions to the team. And a lot of veterans that are doing really well also, a couple of seniors too. So and looking to, again, make those leaders kind of help the team gel a little bit more, and also, again, try to make that goal of going to the playoffs yet again this year.
Yeah, a lot of seniors and a lot of juniors on this roster,
Yeah.
so that helps, I'm sure, a lot, keeping the team culture alive.
Definitely, definitely. The Bay Way always.
Well, I was going to ask you about, so for an outsider, what is the Bay Way?
So that's basically our traits that we kind of live by. So perseverance, critical thinking, empathy, community, and I always forget one. I already said perseverance. Always
It's hard when you got the mic on you and the camera's
Yeah.
on, you forget.
Yeah, I'll remember it shortly here, but that basically just kind of how we run, how we roll at Hudson's Bay, and how we maintain, our relationships with one another and our environment.
Why is it so important to have those sort of like values as a school-wide thing for kids? How does that help kids to have that sort of structure?
It gives them something to reflect on. So it actually helps even in our discipline. So, instead of, just administering discipline and saying, okay, you're done, you come back, and then everything is as normal, the kids have to reflect on whatever it is that's gone on, whether it's, I've offended my neighbor, if you will, or if it's, offended myself in so many ways. And so it gives them something to reflect on, I need to rebuild the community, at Hudson's Bay, or I got to use my critical thinking skills to help avoid another situation like that. Empathy, again, just like I said, the kids just, maintaining their own camaraderie, also with the teachers and the staff as well, too, because we as staff definitely engage in those same Bayway traits as well. So my principal's going to kill me because I can't remember that other trait.
Well, let's switch to something else. Let's talk a little more sports. One of the best sports stories to me of the entire school year last year was the Hudson's Bay football team making the playoffs after years of drought, and they are so much fun to watch. We've done a few of their games. Off to a little bit of a rough start, 0-2 with two really difficult losses. But do you guys feel like the momentum from last year is carried forward?
Absolutely. I mean, we have the same coach, so that coaching and that staff, the same coach, the same staff. I mean, we have some of the same kids, but absolutely, his coaching style and his beliefs, and it's permeated not only the coaching staff but into the kids as well. And you definitely see it in the hallways when the kids are interacting. You definitely see it on the field, and you're right, it is fun to watch them play. I see those kids playing with a lot of heart, just like with volleyball, any of the sports. I see our kids going out there with a lot of heart, and I definitely see the carryover from last year to now. So I'm excited to see what can happen. I mean, we have a few injuries this year that, some started out with an injury, and now we got a couple that have taken on injuries and won't be able to return to play, unfortunately. So that hurts. But again, the team rallying around them and continuing on their journey to continue to improve. So
about to start 3A league play, so
yeah,
the playoffs, still very much a goal. It's interesting you mentioned the culture that the staff of the football team has brought, and how much that ties into the whole concept of the Bay Way, where it's all interlaced. It's not just in the classroom, it's not just in the hallways, it's on the foot court, it's everywhere.
Absolutely. That was one of the things that I really had to spend a lot of time reflecting on coming in as a brand new AD last year. Not really knowing what core covenants were. And so just really, talking a lot about that in the district AD meetings and then even in the coach meetings. And so the teams have core covenants which tie into our Bayway traits. And then the athletic department also has those core covenants that tie into our Bayway traits. So, but it's nice that, again, the kids can also relate to those, and they can, speak to those and relate them to our Bayway traits as well. Now we've got some ninth graders that may not really know what Bayway is and those traits, but if they're around our, veteran kiddos, they're going to learn it soon enough. So
yeah, that's important. And as you can see, there is a volleyball game happening as well. 12-2 here, Skyview on top of Bay.
Yeah.
So Patrice, you've also got girls soccer happening right now. How's that season started for those girls?
So far, so good. Again, we have a couple of tough losses, but same thing. Kids going out there playing with. We got a new turf field that the kids are playing on. I think the football team got the chance to practice on it for the first time recently, but the girls soccer team had their inaugural game on there. It wasn't their game, but the inaugural play on the field was heart going out there. You know, some of the kids have never played before, never played soccer. Some of them have never played volleyball. You know, those kinds. So it's really nice to see that the kids are coming out and that their friends are encouraging them to come out and stay involved. And so they're learning and they're getting better.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting too. Sometimes you think of athletics at the high school level as a continuation of a life's journey worth of playing these sports, but for a lot of these kids, this is their first opportunity.
Absolutely.
And what a cool opportunity it is to actually get to be involved in something that's going to be a lifetime memory for them.
Absolutely, indeed. And one of the other things, you know, that I like to talk to kids about is, you know, building a lifelong habit, if you will, in terms of, you know, them getting involved and staying active. So when you graduate from high school, if you go on to college, you don't necessarily have to play volleyball in college, but you have that activity level. You kind of want to maintain something.
Sure.
Whether it's intramural or, you know what, just getting a gym membership or something like that. So I talk to the kids about that, and it's interesting to talk to those that have gone on and they come back and they have those traits. They've, you know, gone on and, you know, become active, even, you know, just for their own personal gain, if you will. So that, you know, that's another one of those things that we just really like to push, the involvement, but also building character while they're here, but also, again, those lifelong skills when they're gone.
And not just athletic skills, too, because you think these young people are going out into college, or going out into jobs, and the teamwork skills and leadership skills they're getting in sports translate.
Absolutely. Again, critical thinking. I mean, it's huge. You know, it's huge these days. I've, you know, heard many stories of, you know, young people graduating, going on and trying to get jobs. And one of the biggest complaints some employers have is the students' inability to think critically, things like that. So, again, I think it's really cool that one of our traits of our school is critical thinking, because we continue to push that. So, you know, we know that coming out of Hudson's Bay, we hope that that's never going to be the case, that they have those thinking skills and those lifelong habits that are going to, you know, set them up to be successful as they move forward.
And then, of course, there's cross-country going on right now as well. Coach Saueracker has got a crack squad. He's always a lot of fun to be around, and I'm sure his kids are having a great season so far.
Yeah, I actually got the opportunity to go on a run with the cross-country team a couple weeks ago.
How'd that go?
It went well, actually, surprisingly well. I wasn't sure how I was going to do, but it went surprisingly well. It was really hot that day. But, yeah, we've got now about 8 girls out, and so we've got, you know, enough to make a full squad, and about 26 boys, between 20 and 26. I'm mixing the numbers up, some of the other teams, but over 20 boys and 8 girls. So, but that's about normal for us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cross country is an interesting sport too, because it's not one like there's no leagues when you're young, so you either like to run or you don't, and then you have to be convinced to go out. For a lot of these kids, and like kids who are good athletes who maybe don't have another sport in the fall, it's a great option for them.
Cross country used to be one of my favorite sports to coach. But a lot of it was because, you know, I was used to coaching track and the long hours and the meets are all day long when there's a invitational. But with cross country, it's more or less one and done. Everybody runs one race and they're done. So, but I like to run too, so that's the other piece. You know, it's one of those sports where I get to cheat and have fun and be selfish and fit too. So.
I don't know, maybe you're I don't know if you're a bad token or a bad omen for this team here. Skyview with a big run while we're talking.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, maybe I am. we were running a little closer on the last set there,
So, you know, Skyview is a 4A school, you guys are a 3A school.
Yeah.
Is this, when you schedule this, is because, you know, you want to play the crosstown rivals, right?
Yeah, so we, of course, like you said, it's preseason, so, or non-league, I guess.
Sure.
So we like to, you know, try and play within district as much as possible. And, yeah, we've got 3 different divisions in our district, but it's always fun to play the schools that are right here with us. And actually, a lot of these kiddos probably know each other.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. They probably, I would imagine, get up for this sort of thing because, you know, they went to middle school or elementary school, or if they played club ball, they probably played against these girls.
Yep.
It's always fun to beat somebody you know.
Yeah. Or see, you know, just how well, you know, your friends are doing, you know, whether it's the opposing team or your own team. So, but yeah, we're 3A, they're 4A, and we still go out here and play hard. And I think that's one of the things I appreciated about our kiddos is I didn't see them hit the floor with any angst. They came out to play volleyball because that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
This is what their job is tonight. So, you know, the score doesn't look great right now. But, again, I never lose heart with the way that these kiddos play. They never give up. They never give up. I've not seen that. It's only my second year here, but that was something that I noticed for a lot of our team is I don't see them giving up.
Well, I've been covering, in this job capacity, we've been covering Hudson's Bay and all the schools for me for the last 8 years, and I definitely have noticed in the last, I would say, 3 to 4 years, a marked improvement in the athletics of Bay, not only the caliber of the teams, the wins, and, you know, playoff appearances, but also just there isn't any quit.
Right.
You know, girls basketball, for example, last year we did some games here, very exciting.
Yeah.
Boys basketball, you know, Hudson's Bay had an incredible run last year to get to the playoffs, which we covered and was fantastic. And I feel like in the past, if Hudson's Bay teams were losing, they might be more likely to give up.
Yeah.
They don't do that now.
No.
You know, they come out and play hard every time.
All the way to the end.
And that's a testament to, you know, your staff.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I definitely see that in the coaches as well. And you're right, I don't give them enough credit. But because without them having heart or them having the I guess, gumption to instill heart in their players, then we wouldn't be seeing it on the field and on the court and in the pool and all that kind of thing. So they come with a lot of heart as well. And that was really nice for me coming in because I didn't know what I had cut out for me coming in as a brand new AD, but I'll tell you one thing, like I said, these coaches really enjoy what they're doing, and it shows on the court and in the field and, you know, on the course and that kind of thing. So.
Oh, yeah, because golf is happening now, too. There's so many sports in the fall.
Yeah, there's 9. I was counting today because I send emails a lot. There's 9 sports in the fall, and it is the most busy season. The spring, I think we're down to 6, and I want to say the winter it's 7, but there's 9 in the fall.
You got to take advantage of the sun while it's here.
Yeah, definitely.
And Hudson's Bay with a good rally going here. Cutting the lead down. I mean, Skyview's still 1 point away here from sealing the deal on this set, but the Eagles.
We're in double digits now. We'll celebrate that right now. Yeah. Double digits. Like I said, I like to see them not lose heart, you know, not give up.
And they're not. But that's a set winner right there.
Yep.
That was Joyce Emmy with the big spike. So at the end of 2 sets, Hudson's Bay trailing Skyview 2-0. If Skyview wins the next set, that's all she wrote. Hudson's Bay hoping to push it now to 5 sets. So hopefully we'll get that. It's fun to watch a little bit of volleyball. And Patrice, I want to thank you for coming up and joining us and you know, keep me company. People at home, I'm sure, appreciated hearing a different voice. And while we're talking about Hudson's Bay, there is a cool event coming up in October right here at Hudson's Bay. It's called Future You. It brings together a wealth of resources for high school students trying to figure out what comes next after they graduate. On October 25th, starting at 5 p.m., you can meet colleges, trade schools, military, employers, plus other organizations, give you options for your future. There are also informational sessions like how to fill out financial aid papers. Who doesn't need help with that? That event is free, and it is always really helpful for families, so I encourage you to come out. Patrice, one more time, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Appreciate you having me.
And we'll see you next week when we're back here for another volleyball game.
You will. I'll be here.
All right, I might suck you back up in.
I'll have better things to say then.
Okay. Thanks. All right, so we're going to start with our 3rd set here in just a moment. The team's confirmed. You see the Hudson's Bay cheerleaders doing their thing. That Future U event I just mentioned is super cool if you have the chance to come out. It doesn't have to be seniors. We've seen kids, junior high kids, middle schoolers coming out just to get a taste of what college might look like down the line, what they need to do to get where they need to go. So it's pretty cool. And I know that a lot of parents really, especially those who maybe didn't go to college, don't quite understand how the financial aid system works, or it may seem overwhelming because there's a lot of paperwork and a lot of things you got to fill out, and there's help. There's help to get it done for kids. So I really encourage you to go out, come out that night and and check it out. And the team's returning to the court now. See what Hudson's Bay's got up its sleeve here, trying to claw its way back into this one. Coach Skinner seeing what kind of adjustments she might be able to make. Skyview looking pretty loose out there. Alexis Harris with the serve, starting off the third set just like she did the first set. Looks like a lift there from Hudson's Bay. Official making the call. That's a point for Skyview. So Harris back to the serve. That one sails long. And it's 1-1. So a strong start for Hudson's Bay there. And Madison Wall back for the serve. Another Hudson's Bay point, and guess who's getting the lead? Hudson's Bay. I believe the first lead of this match. Back into play. That spike bouncing into the backpacks. The athletes leave back behind the benches. Took a minute to dig out. Wall with the serve. See if this delay throws off her groove. And it looks like it did. That ball flying into the net. That's a Skyview point. Checking into the game for Skyview, Gracie Brenner. And into the game for Hudson's Bay. Like Kiona Van Openberg. So Tyra Schaub with the serve here for Skyview. And Openberg with the dig. Here comes J.D. Martin. Oh, rejected. Allison Reed. And I believe Joyce Emmy, they're teaming up on the block. Watch this brick wall about to form right here. Wham, right there. Here comes Martin again, this time dunking it over the top. Skyview not able to make the dig, so Martin mixing it up. Staying smart, hitting it where they ain't, as they say. I think they say that, I don't think they say that. I just made that up. All right, here comes Hudson's Bay. Maya Cooney with the serve. Another Hudson's Bay point. Allison Reed not able to make that play. Trying to steer the ball. The set was a little bit outside of where she probably wanted it and couldn't quite bring it back into the field of play and hit that one into the net. Here's Cooney with an ace. Sam Morrison unable to track that one down on the back line. Cooney here looking to continue the streak. Hudson's Bay point there. Brenner there trying to put it home with an emphasis, but couldn't keep it in inbounds. Cooney with another serve. Morrison with the big day. Here's J.D. Martin. Ball still in play. Here comes Hudson's Bay. Martin with a little bump. Martin again, this one into the net. Good little run there for Hudson's Bay, though, establishing a 6-4 lead. Now Morrison back with the serve for Skyview. Ooh, wicked serve out of Morrison. That ball was slicing and dipping and diving. And that's what we call an ace, folks. Mistake from Hudson's Bay. That ball was sailing. It looked like Garcia not quite sure what she wanted to do. They decided to give it a shot. Regretted it the instant she touched it. Morrison again. Martin with the save. Here comes Skyview. Oh, big hit. Gracie Brenner dropping the hammer. Yeah, watch this. Wham. All right, back to live action. Here we go. Another big serve there from Sam Morrison. Skyview up 8-6, calling a timeout. Hudson's Bay trying to stop the bleeding here. There's that Hudson's Bay cheer squad. Skyview coming back on the court. They don't need a lot of time to reform. Feeling pretty good about the run they're on. Here comes Hudson's Bay. They didn't take the entire amount of time they were allotted either. So I think it's just a quick message from Coach Skinner, just keeping the course, keep playing hard. And Morrison back for the serve. Here comes Martin with a touch. Well played by Skyview. They're going to have a good shot here. Good dig out of Van Volkenberg. That's a Skyview point. Grace Brenner all over the place here. All right, here comes Morrison again with the serve. Garcia, nice dig. Here's Martin. Here comes Brenner. Big spike. Good dig there from Van Volkenberg. Here comes Martin. She finds a spot. There's a point for the Eagles, breaking that streak. And here comes Sky Garibaldi trying to get that lead back for Hudson's Bay. Down 7-9 here in the third set. Little miscommunication out of Skyview there. And that is a point for Hudson's Bay. Kind of some of those mistakes you see early in the season that you probably won't see Skyview make towards the end of the Greater St. Helens League season. A little bit of miscommunication. All right. Here comes Garibaldi again with the serve. Oh, another big hit out of Brenner. Good setup from Skyview. Brenner comes flying off that wing. Finding the paint. Substitution in for Skyview here. Maddie Grace Shorthouse makes an appearance. And here's the serve from Natalie Marshall. Here's Jadia Martin. Goes cross court. Did she get it? She did. Wow. Tough angle for Jadia Martin, but she finds that line. Very impressive. Ball went, you can see in the top right-hand screen there, part of your screen, the ball went down the hallway after that big spike. That's how hard she hit it. It left the gym. And now Martin's turn to serve as well. She has such an impressive, watch when she throws this ball. Halfway up to the roof before she serves it. And that serve sailing out of bounds. 11-9, Storm with the lead. Brenner, the other big hitter. We've seen some big hits tonight. Brenner part of them. Jadia Martin, some big hits. And now Brenner with the serve. She sails that one. Now Brenner coming out of the game. Michelle Roswald coming in. Now Anita Louise Tamo with the serve. Sails out of bounds. Wall with the hit there, trying to find that back line. Just put it a foot too far. So Leah Hawken stepping up to serve now. cleared the net and then fell off a table. It just dropped. 13-10 Skyview. This one dug out. Good rally. Here comes Martin. Good dig there out of Roswald. Garcia with the dig. Here comes Hudson's Bay back. Good action at the net here. Wow, great rally there. Finished off by, let's see, number 3, Maddie Gray Shorthouse. Not had her number called a lot tonight, but was ready and made a great play when needed. Tap. Oh, what a save. Oh, so close. That's a tough one. Get a little pancake save underneath the net there, trying to find just enough acreage on the other side, but she sailed it off. A tough, tough angle. 15-10 Skyview here. Bay starting to fall behind. But that helps. That serve sailing off to the right, so that's a point for Hudson's Bay. Just 4 points back. The opportunity here to close the gap. Looks like Garcia, Gabby Garcia with the serve, the 5'3" lefty. She finds a difficult place, kind of between Skyview players there. Neither one exactly wanted it, and the result is a Hudson's Bay point. Garcia again. Just puts it inside the net. I think she saw an empty spot up close and was trying to drop it down, but couldn't quite get over the net. Maybe being a little too fine with her touch there. So 16-12 here. Skyview looking to close it out here. Alexis Harris back around to the top with the serve. Ooh, big spike there. Tyra Shaw. Again, just a freshman, playing like an upperclassman. Lots of big hits tonight, and all smiles as she does it. So, here comes Harris. Here comes the Skyview attack. Shaw again. This one dug out. Hudson's Bay trying to rescue that play. Good dig there on the initial spike, but just unable to complete the play. So Harris comes back now, up 18-12, Skyview lead. And that ball sails long. Garibaldi there trying to find the back line, couldn't quite drop it down. 19-12 Storm. And Harris keeps this string going for for Skyview. Here comes J.D. Martin. Good dig there. The rally continues. Here's Garibaldi. And she finds the spot that she needed to put. That's a Hudson's Bay point. 19-13. No quitting these Eagles like we talked about with Patrice Woods. A good rally here. You can watch the replay. Garcia right here to Garibaldi. Finds the spot. Now Madison Wall with the serve for Hudson's Bay. From Shaw, and that ball sails right. 14-9, Skyview. Hudson's Bay not letting this lead get out of control, and here comes Wall again with the serve. Hudson's Bay keeps it going. Here's Wall. J.D. Martin with the rejection there. Joyce Emmy looking to put that one home, not quite able to make it happen for Skyview. 19-15, we have ourselves a ball game. big hit by Schaub. Is that the silencer? We'll find out. That's 20-15. So for Skyview, Brenner coming back in the game. For Hudson's Bay, Fiona Van Volkenberg. And stepping up to serve here is Tyra Schaub. Point Hudson's Bay. Maya Cooney with the big spike. Brenner did her best there to knock that ball down, but unable to keep that one in play, and that's a Hudson's Bay point. 16-20. Can Hudson's Bay force a fourth set to keep this thing going? We'll find out. And checking in for the Eagles there, number 9, Nidalos Tamoa. And Maya Cooney with the serve. Like that ball going Skyview's way. Brenner knew it immediately. 21-16 Skyview. Sam Morrison coming with the serve here. She had a nice run last time she served. See if she can close this one out for Skyview. And that's a good start. Samoa unable to handle that one cleanly. And the end result is a point for Skyview. So 3 points away here from sealing the deal. 22-16 Skyview. And here comes Morrison one more time. Garcia unable to get that one clean. The ball is still alive. Valiant effort there, way behind the back line for Hudson's Bay. Unable to get that one over the net. That's another Skyview point. Another successful serve from Morrison. She's got 2 more to go here to see if she can close this match out. So Sam Morrison. Martin. Morrison with the dig there. Skyview coming. A little bit of a broken play. Keeps it alive in play. Now Skyview's, or Hudson's Bay's turn. J.D. Martin. That ball is rejected. And Joyce Emmy celebrates. She kept that, helped keep that ball on the Hudson's Bay side. All right, so this could be it. 24-16. Skyview with the lead. And here comes Morrison to try to close this puppy out. And that'll do it. Skyview with the big win against our crosstown rivals. Fun, competitive match here tonight. A lot of big hits on both sides. Hey, look at this. That's our crew. There's Aubrey. She's running camera. Look, it's Ethan. Ethan won. He's the #1 dad, according to his hat. I don't buy it. Who else do we got going on? Hey, there's our studio crew. What a good-looking bunch of yahoos. These are the students working on the broadcast. Most of them are students in the district's broadcasting programs. They're learning about careers in television, in addition to the cameras. They're directing, running replays, and all that. And over the course of the school year, students from at least 8 different schools in the district will come and work on these crews. We want to thank all of them for coming out and volunteering and doing such a great job tonight. I'm sure it's not been the most pleasant thing for them to hear me in their headsets all night long, but here we are. A great win for Skyview. Good way. They moved to 3-1 on the season. Aubrey doing a little dance. Hudson's Bay falling to 1-2. Both teams with their eyes on the playoffs this year. Both teams showing they know how to play volleyball tonight. So as you see, the players pulling the net apart there, I think that's our cue to wrap this puppy up. So remember, next week, if we have that graphic ready, we do have a game coming up in just 2 more days. If you liked watching the Skyview Storm, they are going to be coming back with us on Thursday. Skyview is going to host their crosstown rival, Columbia River, up there in the gym at Skyview. We are going to have that live for you on Comcast Channel 328. We're also going to have it on YouTube and Facebook, so check the school district's page for that. Skyview versus Columbia River live next Thursday at 7 p.m. So until then, we're going to wrap it up. I'm Nick Voll. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in 2 days. This VPS Game Time broadcast is brought to you in part by the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools, getting kids to school healthy, happy, and ready to learn. For more information, go to www.foundationforvps.org.